Here I am once again, back at it again, man. You see, I told y'all, this man was dragged into the betting scandal allegations. And also his wife, but his wife has to do with the PEDs, you know what I'm saying, allegations and everything. This man didn't even put his wife in a situation. Me being a husband, I wouldn't even do that to my wife. Wow. But let me just read what it says. LeBron James dragged into NBA betting scandal. Former Cleveland Cavalier Damon Jones, who worked with LeBron James in the 2022-2023 season, was indicted in the NBA gambling scandal. Prosecutors say Jones shared private information about James' injury status with the gamblers just days after he set the league's all-time scoring record. You see what I'm talking about? Wow. Unbelievable. According to the FBI, Jones sold or tried to profit from non-public information about the basketball legend before he was ruled out of the game against the Milwaukee Bucks on February 9, 2023. He was an unofficial assistant coach for the Los Angeles Lakers in 2022-2023 when he allegedly was involved with the sports betting scheme, according to the indictment. So that means not only did LeBron bet when he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but prior to that, before that, he also betted in other games. And you see, it kind of looks like here, like Damon Jones, from what the prosecution is saying, and the prosecutors, it's like Jones gave information. He didn't withhold the information. He basically said it himself and shared private information about LeBron James' injury. How many times LeBron James hasn't faked the injury? So if he faked previous and various injuries, those were games afterwards that were betted on with the illegal gambling activity that they had going on. So that right there automatically drags LeBron James into the conversation, even though they don't have sufficient evidence to tie LeBron James into these accusations and allegations, but just enough that Damon Jones is in this indictment and the prosecution have that information. LeBron James now is in these allegations. It's not so-called, we suspect or maybe shoulda, woulda, coulda. No. It's LeBron James has people that he played with and that were connected to him and that are very good friends with him that shared and also participated and engaged themselves in these type of illegal gambling activities. Now, LeBron James' wife, she's also now being named, well, previously she was named already, into the EPD allegations of LeBron James taking, EPDs and all that. So not only is he going through all this, but don't forget he's also involved in the P. Diddy allegations, which case is over. But I know the FBI is also looking at them allegations and, criminal activities that were going on in P. Diddy parties when it came to the freak-offs. Don't think it's over, because that shit is not over. Just because they arrested P. Diddy and gave him 4 years, and on top of that, Donald Trump is about, and he's thinking to give P. Diddy pardon so he can get out. Because I heard it in a video. I don't want to say the wrong name, so I'm not going to say the name of who said it. Said that P. Diddy might be coming home sometime soon. So you see, LeBron James is facing many allegations. He's involved in plenty suspect accusations that still haven't been, you know what I'm saying, acknowledged enough to say, you know what, we got him. Let's go ahead and arrest him and go ahead and read him his rights and let him know what he's charged with. But he seems to be getting into these dilemmas and problems, and it always seems that his name is being dragged on in these type of situations. Don't let the smile fool you. Don't let that, I'm the greatest basketball player of all time, and I'm a good guy. I never had a parking ticket. Don't let that shit fool you, bro. Gilbert Arenas was charged with the same thing. And right after he got out, nothing has been said further till today, which was all the 34 players that were apprehended and arrested and taken into custody. And his name is all over in black and white documentation paperwork. Yes, the LeBron James fans, you call this man the GOAT? Well, there you go. Whoop that ass. Y'all got it. What man puts his wife in circumstances like this? And if she was willing to be involved in it, knowing that she will get caught because the FBI don't miss out on nothing, then you know what? Whoop-de-whoop. She's going to get what the FBI thinks she deserves if she is apprehended and taken in for questioning in any type of shape, way, or form. But this right here alone just states that every time LeBron James faked the injury or took time off to come to Miami and do you know what, he also betted against his own team and ops in illegal gambling. This is hilarious, bruh. But it's been going on forever in sports. This is not the first time that this has been, you know what I'm saying, knowledgeable, and it's been shown and noticed and notified and been put, you know what I'm saying, on stage. Back then it was more secretive. Back then it was more quiet. Back then they didn't wanted this type of publicity or propaganda being put out on TV or whatnot. So they would do whatever it took to hide it. They'll pay it off, or they just come to an agreement or a settlement, and that was it. But it's getting so much out of hand now that they have to report it. They have to show it. And the FBI are going to be the main ones to let it be known. We're not effing around. We're going to investigate all these people. And if we see and understand the measures and drastic, investigation to where these people are involved and fully participated and are engaged within these activities, they're all going down. And I'm going to tell you something. If LeBron James is accused, allegedly, if he is accused and he is taken, they're going to break this man down. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to break him until he can't talk no more. And believe me, I know LeBron don't want to do no fair time. I know LeBron doesn't want to lose everything. So the first thing he's going to do is squeal. And he's going to squeal and tell on everybody. Because that's just the way it works when you got certain individuals that don't care about nobody. You see what he did? You see what he did to his coaches. You see what he did with his teammates. You see what he does with the NBA association. He just doesn't care. So with that, it's just letting you know. If this man gets hit with all these charges, and if he gets hit or even accused of any type of shape, way, or form, believe me, the FBI is not going to play with him. They ain't going to go ahead and just let him go slightly. Or let it be paid off like they used to back in the days. This is probably the biggest scandal in the NBA in a long fucking time. And it's making the NBA look really bad. It's giving the NBA a bad name. So if it is to be found and if it is to be true that LeBron James actually took place and participated or was one of the main participants in this, believe me when I tell you, it's going to end drastic. And a lot of people in the NBA are going to go down. And they're going to be put out immediately, permanently, with no chance to ever even to come back to the NBA or even redeem themselves to get a chance to even be nowhere near the NBA association. And I'm gonna tell you something, I don't wish bad on nobody, but in these type of circumstances and situations, if you are involved in this and if you get caught up, it ain't nothing I can do about it. There's nothing nobody can do about it. You're going to have to face the consequences of repercussions, and whatever's handed to you, you got to take it like a man, put your head up, put your chin up, and take accountability and responsibility for your wrongdoings. And if they give you time, you're going to have to do that time. But you know what it is that you had to go through all this, allegedly, if you did it, to lose everything? That's the problem right there. You have worked so hard to get to where you at, and then to do this, you are already rich as hell. You're powerful enough, my bro. You can retire, and you have your family secure. Your kids are secure. Why would you want to do this to yourself? Why would you want to put yourself in these circumstances and situations? I don't understand. Is it greed and being more hungry for money? So you got to do this illegal activities, allegedly, to go ahead and make more money of what you have? Don't you think you got more than enough already? I mean, I don't understand people. Man, you got brothers and sisters out here that are going through the hardest times in their life, and especially with this president doing what he's doing. And you that are the face of the NBA, that's the propaganda and agenda within the NBA. You are the face. For you to conduct yourself in this behavior and do such thing, and there's so many kids and teenagers and grown-ups that look up to you, you think that they're gonna defend you, allegedly, if you are guilty of being a part of these illegal gambling accusations? It's gonna make you look bad, and your legacy will fall more drastically. It's already fallen for what you're doing already in the NBA and what you're doing to the Lakers and what you did to yourself. But if this comes out to be true, there's nowhere you can run, bruh. There's no way you can hide. You're going to have to face these consequences like a man, bruh. And I know you're not the type that is going to do a day in jail. You won't survive in there. Believe me, you will not survive. So your main thing is you're going to have to squeal. You're going to have to go ahead and cooperate with the authorities, which I know that you'll do, to get away and distance yourself from these allegations and accusations that they're pointing at you at, because you're being dragged in this bullshit. Let's see what happens. But most importantly, just know that the FBI are not going to rest until they get everybody who was intact and was participating, like I said before, and engaged in these type of illegal gambling activities. They will find everybody. Believe me. And I know people will squeal. I know people will talk, because they know where they're going to lose millions of dollars, or they're going to lose their homes, or they're going to lose everything that they work hard for. But even if you win, even if you're not, within the accusations, and you don't get mentioned in any of these so-called allegations, a lot of players are going to lose their endorsements, their commercial endorsements, you know what I'm saying? Side contracts with different, organizations and doing businesses and doing commercials and things to that nature. So you're still going to end up losing regardless of the fact. But you see, the main face that I know that the FBI is more alerted to and want to find if he really is into all these illegal gambling accusations, it's you, LeBron James. So you best believe the FBI have their eyes on you. So be careful what you do. Be careful who you talk to, because they're going to start putting bugs on your phone taps, on your phone wires, on other people to see what you say. I'm trying to tell you, the FBI, they are very, very crooked. And when they want something done, they will get it done. And you will never know what hit you until it's too late. So with these words, I'm letting you know, if they do find that you was involved in this, get ready, my brother, because you're going to go through a long journey and a long ride. And it's going to end very bad for you. And you might lose everything. Real talk. So just know that you're not out of this conversation. They will find whatever they want to find. And they won't rest until they make sure of that. So tying up your shoes, stay focused, and just know that this is just the beginning. This is your boy Chico Black, aka Jaloso. Y'all hit me up in the comments down below. Tell me what y'all think, y'all thoughts, you know what I mean? And if y'all really do think that LeBron James is really allegedly into and dragged on within these accusations of illegal gambling, y'all let me know. There's your boy. I'm out of here. God bless. Peace.